Hello everyone, it's Daniel from Techno Factory and welcome to this next video from the series called IdentiSphere Explorer. This video is special because we are going to talk about rich CIAM platform powered by Auth0 and Azure Cloud. So, what is IdentiSphere? IdentiSphere is a modern and modular identity platform to secure access for external users. It provides a rich set of features to implement user authentication and authorization. It also supports DevOps automation and cloud services extensions. Before diving into architecture and technical details, let's see some practical overview. Here is IdentiSphere demo web application. In a real-world scenarios, there will be different kinds of applications. There will be web applications, mobile applications, desktop applications, and the thing is that we have to secure access to those applications. We have to properly implement authentication and also authorization. So let me show you a couple of things here. So this is demo application, and when I try to access Invoices tab, I can see the information that I can only gain access to this section when I will be authenticated. Also, if I go to my profile, I can see information that I have to authenticate first. So I will click Login button, and right now I'm redirected to the login page of the identity provider, which is Auth0, and this will be discussed later in this video. As we can see, the login page is fully customized. There is a branding aligned with my application. There is the logo of my organization, like some background, colors adjusted on the buttons, and so on and so forth. Obviously, here I can register, so I can create new account. Also, what I can do, I can enable sign in with external identity providers like with Google or with Facebook. That's also possible. And also I can enable a corporate sign-in. So here, if there is a need to sign in with Okta or sign in with Microsoft Entra ID, it's also possible here in this platform. So I've already created an account. So let me provide my email address and then my password. And after that, obviously, in the real world scenarios, there are different kinds of possibilities when it comes to user registration or user login process. So the thing is that sometimes there is a need, for instance, to accept privacy policy or terms and conditions during the registration or during the authentication. And the thing is that sometimes we have to enrich those authentication flows. We have to add additional steps, like this screen you see here, like new policies update, there is information, and we have to agree to the privacy policy before we can actually authenticate and access the application. And this is also possible with Auth0 forms. So in this specific scenario, we can customize those authentication flows with Auth0, and this will be the topic that I will actually discuss and explain in one of the next videos related to this platform. But as we can see, I created this specific page with Auth0 forms. So I'm clicking I agree to the privacy policy, I click continue, and once I accepted privacy policy, I'm successfully authenticated and redirected back to my web application. And the thing is that right now in this web application, obviously, as we can see, here is the greeting, hello Daniel Tester. And now if I go to Invoices tab and I click Invoices, I will be able to display information about invoices in the system. And obviously, this is only for the demo purpose, but the thing is that there are different files and invoices uploaded to the system, and now different users can access those invoices, display the data, and use this data for some specific purposes. And now the thing is that here, as we can see, if I click on the first invoice and I will click show details, I can see invoice details. Yes, I can see information about the customer, about the vendor, the amount here. So all the details are included here. However, when I click the next invoice, we can see that access is denied. You are not authorized to see the selected invoice. And this is actually where Okta fine-grained authorization service is used, which we will actually discuss later in this video. So here, granular authorization is implemented. So in this specific video, we can see that when it comes to access to the first invoice, I can access it, but if I try any other invoice, I will not be able to display its details. So also when it comes to IdentiSphere Platform, we can implement granular authorization. Now, when I open my profile page, we can see the information about the user, so Daniel Tester, and also we can see loyalty number. Okay, important thing is that this loyalty number is actually the property of the user that is stored externally, outside of Auth0, outside of identity provider. So during the authentication actually process, Auth0 through Auth0 actions is calling external API hosted in Microsoft Azure Cloud to get information about the loyalty number, and then this information is actually included in the ID token that is issued to the application. So then application can look into the ID token, can check loyalty number, and make some decisions. So also when it comes to cloud extensions in this platform, it's really easy to include different kinds of details in the ID and access tokens. Okay, perfect. So now I can click Logout button. And now let's get back to the presentation to discuss some of the components of IdentiSphere Platform. First of all, to enable this rich authentication experience for users, Auth0, also called Okta Customer Identity Cloud, is used. Auth0 provides modern authentication methods for external users, including passkeys. Auth0 supports session and security management and also enables integrations with external systems. So with Auth0 actions, actually, we can integrate with external systems to grab, for instance, some information about the user and include this information in the ID or access token. And also, Auth0 provides authentication flows UI customization. And that's really important in especially modern authentication platforms. So with Auth0 forms, we can customize those authentication flows with Auth0. So for instance, as we saw in the demo application, we can add privacy policy screen where we display the information to the user. User has to accept privacy policy before actually user is authenticated and can successfully access the application. So this screen was actually created with Auth0 forms. And in the end, Auth0 provides threat detection. So it provides rich dashboard where we can check what's happening when it comes to security of our authentication platform. Perfect. On the other side, I mentioned during the demo overview that there is granular authorization implemented, and this granular authorization is implemented with Okta fine-grained authorization. It's granular authorization engine for users. It provides permissions and relationship management. And also, it's important to mention that Okta FGA provides API and SDK support for different kinds of languages. We saw in the demo application that there was added this loyalty number. When I opened user profile tab, we saw that loyalty number for the user was displayed. And actually, this loyalty number was taken from the external system and then included in the ID token. And this flow was implemented using cloud extensions. So cloud extensions actually are used to extend token claims from external sources during user authentication. So in this specific scenario, actually Auth0 using Auth0 actions was calling external component Azure function hosted in the Microsoft Azure Cloud to get information about the user loyalty number. And this Azure function returned this loyalty number, and this loyalty number was included in the ID token returned to the application. And with cloud extensions, we can actually enable those custom integrations with external systems during users' registration and authentication. And that's really powerful because it's not only about including the data in the ID or access tokens, but also, for instance, we can block registration for specific users based on the information from the external system. The last important fact about IdentiSphere Platform is that it was implemented having DevOps automation practices in mind. So the thing is that different kinds of elements of this platform are scripted actually. So it provides easy deployment of cloud extensions, for instance. So those Azure Function apps that are hosted in the Microsoft Azure cloud are scripted. There is source code in the Git repo that can be used to create those services in the Azure cloud and then deploy the code that is responsible for including custom data in the tokens. And also, when it comes to Auth0 configuration, it's also stored in the Git repo. And obviously, we can decide which parts of Auth0 we want to script and automate and configure. But the truth is that when we have multiple Auth0 tenants per environment, like dev, test, or production, we can store this configuration in the Git repo and then apply the same configuration for all these environments. And the last thing is that when it comes to authorization engine and Okta fine-grained authorization, we can also store authorization models in form of code in the Git repo, and then we can easily use those authorization models between different kinds of environments. Okay, perfect. The last thing I would like to explain here and present is solution architecture of IdentiSphere Platform. So first of all, as we can see, there is Auth0 used as an identity provider. And in Auth0, obviously, we use Auth0 actions to communicate with cloud components. So under cloud components, we can see that there are Azure functions deployed to Microsoft Azure Cloud. And if we need to enrich some claims in the tokens, like ID token or access token, we can actually use Auth0 actions to call Azure functions, get information about the user, and include this information in those tokens issued to the application. And in this case, we saw the example with loyalty number. So loyalty number was taken from the external system, actually. So Auth0 called Azure function in the cloud to get loyalty number for the user, and then this loyalty number was included in the ID token. We also saw that in the application, we have access to invoices. We can display a list with invoices, but we don't have access to each invoice details, only for selected ones. And the thing is that for that, we use Okta fine-grained authorization, so our authorization engine. And in the web API, which is responsible for retrieving information about the invoices, there is policy enforcement point implemented to do authorization check against authorization engine, which is actually Okta FGA. And for actually implementing authorization in IdentiSphere Platform, there is OpenID Auth0 used. So this is new specification provided by OpenID Foundation, which is the new standard for implementing authorization properly in the applications, in the modern applications. So that's why we can see OpenID Auth0 here. So this specification is used actually to implement this granular authorization and communication with Okta FGA. And on the right side, obviously, we can see cloud components. So those are those Azure functions I mentioned, which can be used to extend functionality of Auth0. And also when it comes to the source code of Auth0 configuration, authorization models, or cloud components, all those elements are stored in the Git repository. In this specific case, I use Azure DevOps, but obviously any DevOps platform can be used, like GitHub, GitLab, whatever it is. The thing is that all those components can be actually stored in the Git repository. And on the right side, obviously, those are the demo applications. So there is the demo web application I showed you, and also the API underneath, which is responsible for returning information about the invoices. If you have any questions and would like to learn more about IdentiSphere Platform, I encourage you to visit techmindfactory.com website and click Advisory section. From there, you can use Request a Quote button to get more details. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next videos.